Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Ixion. We are in chapter 2 and I believe this chapter is called Testing the Colonization Protocols. So yeah, sounds like quite a lot of interesting stuff to do. I've got the game paused because there's a lot that we quickly have to have a look at. There's a bit of an event here that I'll have a look at now. Our hull integrity is dropping a fair bit. Oh, it's only at 600, so we can't recover more than 800 anymore, though I think we used to be able to go up to 900. I can't remember really, but that's where we're at. Our sector stability is not great because we've got a lot of unopened chronic pods, so we'll have to start looking at that straight away. And we're refilling our batteries. We've got a lot of stuff in storage, including these chronic pods, way many of them. I do wonder if we clear out one of these and leave the rest in there, whether that will actually help us drop that out. And that might be something that we do, leave a lot of the chronic pods in these loading bays. That might be something worth doing. Now, what I also want to have a quick look at this, we've got a new tutorial around space weather, so let's keep an eye on that. In the planetary systems, you will travel to large-scale weather events. Large-scale weather events can occur. Navigating through them can prove challenging, and they may have an impact on the Tyqqun and its fleet. Weather events are represented as wide marked areas displayed on the planetary system map. The Tiqqun and its fleet will not be affected as long as they stay out of these zones. When inside these dangerous areas, be aware that whilst the Tiqqun will be able to sustain some damage, your fleet may not be so lucky. So we want to try and keep our ships out of the way. Okay, so that seems pretty straightforward. Now, if we go out into the planetary map, I think we can immediately see that we've got one of these weather systems over here, and presumably one over here. I'm not too sure. That at least looks like a weather system. I can pretty clearly see that. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the Xanadu to come over to Falcon 74 and start having a look at that. We don't know what else is going on. Search for traces of the Protagoras 3, and I'm sure that's where we'll do that. Train 30 colonists and locate a viable planet. So that's something we'll start doing also. But because we've got so much issues. Oops, sorry. Go back inside there. So much issues here. I think the next step for us to do is have a bit of a look at opening up another sector. Food is dropping fairly quickly. Well, it's okay. We're kind of producing. So we're about at just over 10% deficit in terms of food. So we'll need to keep an eye on that. And obviously hull stabilization needs to be maintained. So we are actually doing the repairs here. So that should be happening. And then we can switch this back on again to start using some of this. So anyway, we'll have to do that. So this is on and should be running. We'll open up another sector, which will take a fair bit of this. But the rest is not too bad. So let's override that and open up another sector.
Science ship has arrived.
We absolutely need to do that. So let's quickly pop in here and see what we can do. Summary of intelligence on Falcon 74 scans. Sensors have picked up some unusual readings on the surface of Falcon 74. Sending the team to investigate may allow us to learn more about the mysteries of the universe. This is the Xanadu's crew. We have landed on Falcon 74. Gravity is approximately 4.57 meters per second squared. Okay. Okay. The atmosphere is corrosive without shelter. We estimate our survival time to be 2 hours and 27 minutes at the site of the unusual readings. We found a huge geyser emitting gas that quickly solidifies into cubic particles upon exposure to the planet's atmosphere. Cubic particles, okay. So what do we have here? Perform an intrusive analysis. Detonating strategically placed explosive charges will provide samples for collecting with minimal effort. Although not subtle, the Xanadu's crew can set up and execute this quickly. Set up a temporary study center. Okay, that sounds interesting. We'll set up a temporary study center within the shelter of a light habitat module, carrying out a geological survey with the assistance of a drilling rig. The team will require additional resources supplied via cargo ship. Once the survey has been completed, the team will upload the results and abandon the center. Okay. Establish infrastructure to support exploration and geological analysis. Setting up infrastructure capable of supporting exploration and geological analysis will allow the Xanadu's team to map the site topographically and molecular composition. Despite being a time-consuming approach, the team will analyze a large amount of data with the help of a dedicated PA. So I think we're going to have to set up the big infrastructure. We're pretty good on our alloys. So let's establish that. And what we'll do is we'll get one of these guys to come and deliver. Excellent. So that's what we're going to do. So move out of there, then pause the game, go back in, and we'll have a quick look at this. The Tycoon has left the solar system. The crew is convinced that they will never again see the stars that saw them born. This necessary step will unfortunately accentuate dead Earth sickness. Okay, that's not good. So now we're off to not a great step there. So let's switch this back on. And what I would like to do, yeah, unfortunately, that's not actually going to work. We can't. Can we? Is there anything we can do to say? If we cancel stockpiling as many, and we only have that one, let's see about that. If we cancel, well, if we can't, I don't know if it's going to work. So if we cancel that one, and we cancel that one, for instance, and we'll just let the others go, so that means these won't fill up, but those might empty. We'll have to see how that goes. Okay, we are busy getting our resources over here so that we can move along. But we do need to urgently start looking at getting our... Does this building need to be powered? It needs to be powered. So let's power it so at least...
Accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Okay, that's okay. We'll see how that goes. But we'll need to start sorting things out. Things will start looking bad pretty quickly. What I also can do is this thing can start building some more probes so that we can start seeing what's going on. And I may actually auto-build some probes. We have carbon available, but we don't have a facility to actually work on that. Hopefully this is almost done. Yeah, this should open. Ooh. I think we should be able to sort that out. This is still underway here at a fairly slow pace. There's nothing else I can actually see, so we'll have to start sending probes out. And obviously there's some planets that we can search for straight away. Yeah, so that accident should almost be resolved. Probably move things a little bit quicker so we can get things done. We are busy repairing the hull, right? Hang on, what's happening here? Balance per cycle, why? Oh, 48, minus 48 hull depletion. That's minus 44 vol jumps 2, minus 8 from open sectors. Then we've got a plus 38 from EVA airlocks 1 at 75% efficiency. And plus 3.5 from space specialization tier 1. Extra hours working, no. So we're actually losing hull integrity even though we are fixing. It's kind of what I seem to be saying there. So we'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, it seems like we have to put another EVA lock in place if we wanted to continue doing that. Now we've got this guy ready to go, so let's pop out and see what it is that we can actually start finding. So there's some stuff pretty close by here. Carbon. Okay, let's find the closest things first. There's a little something there. Okay, so we've got something. It's ice here. There's something over there, so let's pop it over there. It said 13 science. So anyway, let's see what that does for us. There goes our probe.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Okay, so now hang on, let's just jump in here quickly. Yeah, so those are emptying out. Administrator has a new sector has successfully been unlocked. This is a historic moment for Dolos AEC and the Tycoon's mission. Acknowledged. Does that give us something? Oh, it's a trust bonus. Okay, so here we go. What we'll need to do is straight away place a bit of a workshop, and I think this is a fairly reasonable spot to do it. And then we'll do a stockpile on the other side, and we've got another stockpile. I believe we get 2 free. There we go. So that's basically the starting point for us. I'll do that, and I'll do that. So we'll tie that in. And then we'll put some stuff towards this and that so that we can just try and collect a few things on this side. We'll also continue running that one through. So we're going to clear some of these things up first. So let's get underway with that. There is population management here. So let's have a quick look. Population management panel can be accessed clicking on this icon. Okay, at the bottom of the UI. Okay, this panel provides you with important population statistics and allows you to transfer crew between sectors. Crew members are transferred at a rate of 1 sector per cycle. Okay, so next door it'll be 1 cycle, but if it's there, it takes 2 cycles to get there. The left side of the panel displays detailed statistics on the current sector's population and shows a top-level overview of population across sectors. Transfer and migration log. Okay. The right side of the panel can be used to send specific number of crew members, whether that's any crew, workers, non-workers, or colonists from one sector to another, and see past migration activity. Okay, good. So we can see that. Let's continue. Probe is on the way, work is underway here. We could get the melon to come over here and...
Science ship has arrived at its destination.
So this is underway. We shouldn't be able to do anything else here. That's fine. But I'm thinking the melon is picking up the science. Yeah, that's the plan. So we're picking up the science while we can. So that means we can potentially start running a bit more research. Let's have a quick look at this. What can we potentially... Do we want to improve our science ships even more? So this one gives us exoskeletons, allows for unique interactions during certain events. Emergency cryopods. The science ship's crew can enter cryonic pods to survive certain emergencies during expedition. An automatic ship repatriation, which is actually quite an interesting one, so we don't actually lose the ship. Might be an interesting one for us to get our hands on as a starting point. Also, crew quarters, optimized quarters will give us more people living in them. At the moment, it's 15. Wow. To be honest, that might be the one we want to get into. Optimized crew quarters houses up to 40 crew members in average quality accommodation. Absolutely. Let's research that, meaning we will have more room to get people settled down. Okay, so stuff is starting to happen. We could probably start collecting these things, and then I'd rather go and collect this first. Retrieved all the science. Let's pop back out. So the melon, can it make its way over there? No, you have to actually click it to go to something. So we're not quite there yet. 200 cycles. We should find something soon, and the next probe should be ready. Is it ready? No, it's not. It should be out. There we go. Now it's ready. Okay, launch the next probe for us. Right over here. Send it through. Okay, there we go. This is, I'm assuming that's a gas giant, right? Yeah, it is. Send it over there. Send the melon over there. So we're already optimized for gas giants. So hopefully we'll do things a little bit better now. And we'll see. We're going to find something here, I'm sure. What is this? Interesting. Lots of little things happening at the moment, but we probably can and park it there for the minute. Let's see what's going on over here. We should be getting our research done fairly quickly, and then we shouldn't have problems with housing. Wow, 40 of the crew members in Sector 2 are lacking housing. Okay, that is a bit of an issue, but what it also means, we do need to provide a little bit of food here. So what I'll start with is probably a bit of a mess hall. Shall we go in there? No, I'm going to take that out. So I'll just start with the mess hall right over there so we can start building that. We can definitely start picking up these guys. And now with the mess hall in, or once the mess hall is done, we should be able to manage the population. Oh, certainly we can. So this one building here, which I'll put next to the mess hall, should be able to
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
so that should be able to solve our housing, right? No? It's done, isn't it? Hang on. Technology optimized quarters have been unlocked. So what does that mean? So it's been unlocked, right? Houses up to 40% in an average quality accommodation. Have I not built optimized? Hang on, let's have a quick look here. Oh, there we go. It's a larger version of it. Okay, well, cancel that then. Forget about this. Cancel that. Oh, the stuff's actually been delivered already. Then let's go with the optimized version. Can we not upgrade these things? That's a shame. So that basically gives you 10 more.
Has completed a task.
We'll have a look at that. Okay, unfortunately, that's the situation. Well, let's get one of them in there. We probably will need, while we still have a little bit of room left, I am going to quickly disassemble 2 of these buildings and build an optimized one here so that we get a little bit of extra storage room there. And then we should have enough space to do a few more optimized ones. We'll collect that as well. We are feeding people. We need to collect these so that we can continue to build. That's good. Okay, get out of there again, and let's see where we're at. So Falcon 74 has been done, so let's get it here. Ooh, that's good. 60 science. Sheltered by the installed infrastructure, the Xanadu's team carefully studied the anomaly. Several theories on geysers and precipitation phenomena have been established, providing valuable mission data. Excellent. Let's resume listening. Is that it? Is that it? It was only a larger amount of science. Okay, fine. Well, collect your science. And then we should have another probe going. So let's see about where we're going to send the next one. So that wasn't actually the planet. Is this... I have no idea what this is. Is this a weather thing? I have no idea. We can't go in there, but we can go in this one. Okay, perfect. So let's see if there's anything further that's fairly close by here. Some hydrogen there. Carbon, silicone. Yeah, we're going to have to start collecting some of this stuff. And the question is, do we start mining straight away? That is because we've got a mining ship that's actively not doing anything. So presumably this one would be pretty good, actually. The silicon and ice potentially right there. Let's send one through and see if we can't start mining over there. Yeah, definitely start collecting the science that we have. This guy is collecting the science as well. So there's a fair bit of science being collected right now. As soon as it's finished collecting, we'll sort it out any further. So let's pop in here and see what this is all about. Parenti 85 wind dispersal. Summary of intelligence on Parenti 85 scans. Several sensors have recorded contradictory readings relating to the Coriolis effect on Parenti 85. This is the crew of the Melon. We have entered Parenti 85's atmosphere. Equipment has been destroyed by the gravity of the planet. May complicate our operations. Visibility is nil. Atmospheric corrosive factors are negligible. Now, by release microprobes into the atmosphere. By releasing microprobes into the strongest of Perentes 85's jet streams, we can learn more about the meteorological system present on gaseous planets. We could establish a weather station. The Melons team will set up a small temporary station, allowing them to carry out metallurgical analysis. Additional resources will be required, which can be brought by cargo ship once the survey has been completed. The team will transmit the results and leave the station. Okay, set up advanced infrastructure for meteorological analysis and simulation. Setting up infrastructure capable of supporting meteorological analysis and simulation will allow the Melons team to better understand gaseous formations present in Perente 85's atmosphere. Despite being a time-consuming approach, the team will analyze a large amount of data will help with the help of a dedicated PA. I am tempted to continue doing those, but possibly this one is better, though I do need to bear in mind that we probably don't have enough of that. Yeah, that's kind of half of our polymers. We can make more polymers, but it's probably not a good thing. We might do this one. It's starting to be costly, but we do have a fair bit on the other one. So let's do this one again, and let's send out the big boy, and we'll move those things through. Okay, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but we need to start mining. I think is the answer to all of our problems. Okay, we're also probably running out of this fairly quickly now. Once that thing's done, okay, so this should move this out of the way. I didn't quite think this through, to be honest. Because what will happen here, another event is available, which is unfortunate. Okay, so that's away. So let's grab ourselves the larger of the housing complexes. And what I want to do is high priority this one so that we quickly send the stuff here.
Completed its scan.
Achievement unlocked. Sputnik. Okay. Well, let's pop out and see what the scan is saying. Oh, look at this. This is silicone 62, 61... 57 and 108 ice. Okay, so let's have a look at fleet management. So certainly let's go ahead and go and mine all of these things for us. And then we'll get the cargo ships to go and collect them. For the time being, I may just switch off all of this so we don't have funny maneuvers happening. Once we have something in place, we'll see about doing that. We're losing trust at a pretty rapid pace now. So we need to definitely sort that out. These two aren't doing anything. So the mining ships should make a move for it. We are collecting science. Let's pop back in and have a look at what we can do with science. Okay, now the question here that I have is deep dive apparatus. So if I go out and I have a look at this one, do I need to build a ship with deep dive apparatus or not? Science ship, cargo ship, mining ship. Doesn't seem to be the case. And can I, for instance, in terms of fleet management, I can't actually do anything here. Well, we'll get back to assigning those when we can. So it doesn't seem like we can do much with it, and we should be in a position where those things are already, where those science ships are already doing their bit. Now, what we may need is some more food fairly quickly, and water fusion station is one of those things that we could get. A crop farm, a mushroom wall is not a bad idea either. So converts 2 waste into 1 food every 3 cycles. Converting them raises insect converting 1 food after 0.9 cycles. So that is pretty quick. That is pretty slow. So we'll need numerous ones of them if we wanted to do that. Anything else in terms of farming? The crop farm seems to be the only other one. Allows the creation of automatic harvesting of up to 9 crop fields using a significant amount of water to produce a large amount of food. So we don't have water at all. So we would need to Waste management might be the way to go, actually. If we can get waste management sorted out, that can transform either 50 waste into 50 alloys, 50 waste into 20 polymers, or 50 waste into 1 electronic every 10 cycles. So it's not going to be a quick process for us either, but that's another process of potentially creating alcohol. Alcohol. Not alcohol. Alloys. I don't know where the alcohol thing comes from. So that's a potential option for us. These things, reasonable. Houses a lot of people. Potentially cell housing is something we need to have a look at. Other than that, is there anything else that we need to... I'm keen on improving the science ship as best we can. Oh, hang on. Repairs. Okay, what does this do? Construction speed is increased by 10%. Repair efficiency is increased by 5%. I'm not sure that's helping us much. What does it do at the moment? 48 units of hull per 4 units of alloy. And okay, so that's fine. Repair efficiency plus is increased by 5%. Construction speed. So it can do it quicker, but it'll run through. So this one will be better. Let's close that. The hull is still dropping, isn't it? But the closer the more it drops. Okay, we could fix. I think we could sort out the hull. Well, is the hull the biggest problem we have? This is the thing. There's so many things we should be thinking of. And then we also need, for the mission, we need this. Prepares, crews, colonization, trained groups every 15 or so cycles. So waste management, better science vessels. I don't know if that's quite helpful. Better food. But we don't have any water. Or the other option is to start doing the water thing. Let's do that because we can now mine water. Let's do that and then probably into the crop farms to maintain some food supplies. We can build memorials to sort things out a little bit. So in our stability side of things, as we move things away, we can do that. So let's go with the water one. Let's research the fusion facility there, and let's get back in here and see what we can do. So we should be busy closing things out here. What is this guy saying? Crew members are worried about the number of hazards we are coming across in space that were previously unknown to us. They would like reassurance that exploration of the Immortan system will be conducted safely. Promise that no member of a science ship team will die in the Immortan system. Wow, that's enormous. Promise that the science ship team casualties will not rise above 5 while in the system. I promise nothing. We do not know what awaits us. Yeah, I can't promise this one. This will be crazy to try and promise these things. Okay, so we're kind of starting to clear some of this out. So let's clear that and that one. We'll do a bit of this. Now we need more roads to be able to... Need more roads to kind of get us to where we want to extract all of these resources. And we'll come up all the way this way. Like so. So that's a starting point for us to just make sure we can grab as much of these resources as we possibly can. We do still need to finish off the building over here. People are being fed, but we do need to start looking at a bit of resource management. As soon as this thing's built, we'll look at that. Let's high priority this one for us. That one is being built. Yeah, we should be able to sort that out. These are actually moving in somewhere. Okay, do we have... Yeah, we do need to... Okay, we need to clear areas up. So let's have a quick look. What is stability? What is this stability in the sector? Okay, these things are pricey. So I think we need to probably maintain with the Tech 3 specialization upgrade. What's the size of these things? Oh my goodness, they're enormous. So I'll have to clear this one out, move it over here as soon as we can, and then we'll put that that memorial in here. Hopefully that's going to be quite reasonable for us to do. Okay, what's going on over here? That's almost picked up all of that. We've got this guy going across. So let's actually, well, we need to do that. So let's quickly launch another probe. Carbon and iron might be good that we have an idea of that. So let's launch that probe. In terms of the fleet management, let's make sure to do the water first, and that one second. So go for the water first, guys, and then what you can do is you can bring in the ice for us, and you'll bring in the silicone. So that's a good starting point. The Xanadu can move over here and start having a look at what we've got over there. This guy still is doing what exactly? Oh, there's still plenty of stuff. Oh, it was waiting on stuff. Okay, there we go. Stuff has been delivered. Wow, there's a lot happening, guys, and I think I'm going to leave it there. That can be the episode for us. A bit of a tumultuous time for us now. There's so much happening, and we really need to sort ourselves out here with regards to food stability and things like that. As our population grows, we're running into more trouble with food. So water into better food production is definitely the one for us. We could probably build a few extra food facilities here, but let's just clear this thing out first as best we can, and then we'll see about how we kind of plan it out in a little bit of a better fashion. That's really what we're going to try and do. There's a fair bit of alloys in here, but we've got a little bit of a buffer here in terms of creating new alloys, but we need to sort ourselves out there a little bit. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I will see you in the next episode. If you've enjoyed it, hit that like button. See you next time. Bye-bye.